Welcome back to Let's Play DDO Permadeath. Okay, time for the Baudry's chain. And I think this quest is the last one that I'll be doing on hard. I can go back to doing elite after this. This one though is very tough to keep a handle on a solo. In a group it's okay, but solo this is quite tough. Smashing everything first, of course. Cleave should help a bit with this, since it ought to pull aggro. That said, the enemies are quite persistent, and it isn't necessarily much better than using a two-handed weapon, which I think is how my sorcerer played it, just flinging a two-handed weapon around the whole time. Okay, I think I'm as ready as I'm going to be. Slay at least 10 kobolds. No chance of missing that target. At least it's a lot easier on this type of build in here. One of the problems with this quest is that the kobolds keep going non-hostile, which messes up all the targeting. That doesn't bother a melee character like this, especially a rapid attacking melee character like this. Yeah, cleave helps a lot with these guys. These guys are not tough enough to survive being cleaved. This is going much better than I expected, actually. This bit will be tougher though. Okay, that was close. Oh, crate's still up. Right, now for the real kobolds. Yeah, I'm only just about managing it, but I am managing it. I should deal with the caster. They're a bit too dangerous to leave just sitting around back there. Alright, nearly done. Looks like I'll make it, just about. Wow, that's a lot of guys. About that just making a thing.
The crate has survived, and Templar has placed his traps. No more kobolds should be able to find their way into the warehouse.
Maybe I should have gone out of fire stance in there. I had way more key than I could actually use. I guess that might be true of a lot of the fights where there are just enemies coming all the time. Anyway, let's collect up the remaining collectibles. That might be it, actually. And done. Okay, time for a quick run through breaking boxes and starting a new elite streak.
You enter into Hazadill's shipping. Crates line the walls. Time to start smashing. Three exits leave the room. You must hurry before Hazadill knows you are here. Keep smashing his crates.
The dragon shard fragments might be useful if I want to do a feed swap. There are a lot of crates in this room. I didn't remember there being quite so many lurking on top of boxes. Yes, I was wondering about whether I might swap out precision before level 5. I kind of took precision speculatively. I wasn't sure if it would work well for this guy. I don't mind taking it on characters that aren't taking power attack, but it seems a little redundant to have both. But actually it seems to suit this guy well. It seems like the main consideration for this guy is just making sure his attacks land. So I'm now inclined to keep it. Oh, those are nice goggles. I think well, I guess I am losing the +2 to hit. Let's try them and see how well I'm doing. I can always swap those in just for places where I need my saves maximized. And I'm very close to level 4, which is good timing since I'm about to start doing Elite Harbour quests. I can't remember what monks get at level 4. But the extra hit points and if there's a boost to saves, those will both be useful for running around Elite.
As the last crate splinters to bits, you know that you have successfully stopped Hazadill's illicit trade.
Alright, I might make level 4 on this chain.
You make your way back into Hazadill's warehouse. Stealth might be an asset here.
Or just being a monk and punching stuff might be an asset.
A wary kobold guards this room. You may be forced to fight.
That wasn't quite what I was going for there. I thought I'd try and stun the dog. As you can see, in situations where I'm not short of healing, I tend to just keep throwing my Dance of the Clouds. Just keep the buff on the whole time, which in turn saves me getting so many hits and needing to heal so much. Straight for the shaman. That guy was doing pretty well at out-nimbling the monk there. Okay, well that's another shrine past that I didn't need. Lots of chests in this quest. Absolutely none of them giving me any useful equipment. I guess other than that +2 resistance item, which was very nice. Surprisingly, it seems like I might need a bit more points in the spot. I'm not always seeing these kobold rogues. As usual, coming in this side first. This is the side that doesn't trigger the named. Alright, guys outside the door still. And now for the named. Of course, my healing burst should be able to cure this curse. And it doesn't. Well, I obviously misunderstood how that works. Alright, let's pull this over Kobold before dealing with the caster. Oh. Wow, this guy's slow. Usually he spots you much faster. It's possible that monks have become relatively more powerful because of the new aggro mechanics. Certainly the casters and other ranged people that used to be able to pick off individual enemies from range don't have that advantage anymore. That used to be something that monks didn't have, but since that doesn't work anymore, I guess that means that that disadvantage for monks has gone. There's not really any point coming up here. I'm not going to dice with the trap on the chest on the far side.
You have recovered the stolen goods for Cartamon. Return them to him right away.
Alright, and that is level 4. That's it for this video. I will level up and see you next time for more Elite Harbour.